2014 Telstra Australian Businesswoman of the Year is Anne Cross from Uniting Care Queensland.
My note to myself at the top of this speech is breathe. Thank you so much for this incredible honour. I'm truly humbled to be standing here in the company of such an impressive array of outstanding women as the National 2014 Telstra Businesswoman of the Year. In fact, I think I need to pinch myself to make sure I'm not dreaming. So 20 years ago, when Telstra initiated these awards, they sent a very clear message that they wanted to acknowledge and invest in Australian women. Invest in and acknowledge the skills, the achievements, the insights and the contribution that women make to the community through their business endeavours. Thank you, Telstra, for that foresight. Thank you also for recognising the very significant role of not-for-profits in the social and economic life of Australia. Uniting Care Queensland alone has a turnover in excess of $1.4 billion and employs 16,000 staff and benefits from the contribution of an additional 9,000 volunteers who alone contribute through volunteer work the equivalent of 29 million in paid work. Uniting Care is a big business with a very big social purpose. Now, Telstra's core business, as we know from all those taglines, is about connecting people. And this award has certainly done that, even amongst the national finalist cohort this year, as we've come together over the last few days. It's been really fun and quite engaging, hasn't it, for all of you out there? To my fellow finalists, I want to say how much I've enjoyed meeting you. Any one of you could have won this award. You are all so inspirational in just so many ways. Thank you also to the amazing Telstra Awards team who have looked after us so well through the award process. Thank you. Now, I said earlier tonight that I believe that part of the reason I'm so fortunate to be standing here tonight was to do with my decision early in life to get involved. Now, as Elizabeth Broderick said, we've got a long way to go with gender equality. Personally, I'm particularly concerned that we do everything we can to encourage women to move into senior management and senior executive roles. Thank you. You would have also thought by now that we would have fixed the pay equity issue, wouldn't you? And that childcare would be more available and affordable. But these issues require our ongoing attention, especially to ensure women on low incomes get opportunities to advance in their careers. But I too am particularly concerned about violence against women and children. I'm sure if you watched the Four Corners program on Monday night, you would, like I, have been distressed to hear Kerry O'Brien quote statistics that tell us that 60% of women with disabilities experience sexual abuse in their lifetime, with some research in Victoria saying upwards of 90% of women with disabilities experience abuse. We've already mentioned tonight that it was White Ribbon Day yesterday, and it's great to see the support that Telstra is providing to that and to see the information in our program tonight. I'm currently sitting on the Premier of Queensland's task force on domestic and family violence. And one of the things that has really struck me in that work which is led by Dame Quentin Bryce, was the extraordinary and awful stories we've been hearing about the situation of women who are victims of domestic violence and what happens to them in their workplace when it becomes clear that they're not doing well because of that domestic violence. Now, domestic violence is indiscriminate, and as leaders we need to be aware of how victims of domestic violence are supported and think about how we can respond both as bystanders to domestic violence and in our workplace. I encourage you all to get involved in doing all that we can do in the workplace to support women who are victims of domestic violence. Thank you. I look forward to working with Telstra over the next 12 months to continue to invest my time and energy in supporting women in business, in supporting young women to strive for their personal and professional goals, and to encourage the entire business world to get involved in their own unique way in supporting women to be the best they can be. We also know that there's an enormous potential for business and community organisations to work together for purpose. Social impact investing is certainly in growing and combines doing well financially with doing good socially. That's a compelling investment idea, and if any of you want to talk to me later, I'm sure I could suggest a few ideas for investment. So I hope this award will attract capable and competent people to join the not-for-profit sector and to put their passions, their skills and talents to work. I also hope the award will encourage women in health and community services to seek very senior roles in industry. So thank you again, Telstra. Thank you, Catherine, for this honour, for the opportunity to showcase the incredible work of Uniting Care Queensland and the not-for-profit sector. I acknowledge the trust and responsibility that goes with this award. Thank you to my fantastic team for their ongoing support and contribution to our work, to our hard-working staff who turn up every day and do their best, to the board for their guidance. Thank you to my family, my husband and friends for all your support and love. Thank you all for such a great night.